Why am I so stressed about this? Have you ever noticed that you've been doing that too? So that you're stressed about feeling stressed? And why, Because you want to feel good, obviously. But then what happens? You try to block your feelings of stress, or you try to remove them, to dismiss them, or try to let go of your feelings. And the thing is that usually that only perpetuates the feeling that you're trying to get rid of. And in this video I'm going to show you why it doesn't work, and also I'm going to show you a strategy that might actually help you to feel a little bit better about yourself. Now there's this huge paradox around trying to get rid of your uncomfortable feelings. So suppose, for example, that you're angry about something, right? So there's this version of you that is angry about something. And then imagine that there is another version of you who's angry or is trying to suppress that part who is angry. Now how is this part going to feel about being suppressed? It only becomes more angry, right? And maybe in the short term you've actually blocked it a little bit, and sometimes that can be good in a particular type of situation. But if you keep doing that over and over and over again, that anger starts to grow, and at some point it will just explode, right? It's like trying to push a large balloon under the water, and the harder you push, the harder at some point it will jump up out of the water. And then maybe you say, well, I'm not trying to suppress my feeling, I'm trying to let it go, right? And that sounds much nicer, of course. But recently it was pointed out to me by someone who coached me that actually this is also a form of judgment. So I was, for example, under the impression that I had to let go of some of the frustration that I had. So I have sometimes this feeling of frustration and I wanted to let it go. Now again, like if there's a part of you who's frustrated and another part is trying to let that go, how's this part going to feel? You got it, more frustrated, because that part isn't really accepted, right? So do you see the vicious cycle here? So let's see how to break out of this cycle. Now suppose you see a mother and a child together, and the child is feeling angry or sad, and the child is crying, for example, right? So what would be an adequate response of the mother? Is the mother trying to let go of her child? I mean, can you see the madness of that? That doesn't work, right? An adequate response of the mother, you probably guessed it, would be to hug the child, to comfort it, to show the unconditional love that the mother has for the child. And what is the effect that that would have on the child? So probably the child will become a bit calmer and more relaxed. And then from that place, the child is wanting to play again. And so it is with your feelings, especially those uncomfortable feelings that come back over and over and over again. So my invitation to you is to not try to let go of those feelings or to dismiss them or to suppress them, but to give it the same amount of attention that a mother would do for her child. So acknowledge your feelings, sit with them for a while, right? Just have some time with it, as though those feelings are rooted in the 5-year-old version of you. And what are you going to do with that, right? You're gonna give it some comfort, right? You're gonna say something like, look, this may be a little bit hard right now, but in the end we're gonna be fine. So play with that a little bit and then see what happens to your feelings of stress and anxiety. And I'm not saying that you just have to sit around with your feelings and then do nothing, right? No, you still need to take care of your shit. But now you can take care of your shit without judging yourself. And maybe your feelings are actually trying to tell you something. Maybe you need to change your situation, or maybe you need to stop taking things so seriously, or maybe you just need to take some rest, and then you can start over again with a blank slate. So how is this with you? How are you judging yourself by suppressing or blocking or trying to let go of some of the feelings that you have? And how would you feel if you would stop doing that and start being a bit more compassionate about whatever happens in your own experience? So that was it for today. And I'm also very curious to learn about how this can be useful for you. So please drop a comment below, or give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and then I will hope to see you in the next video.